YouTubers, subscribers, and friends, welcome to my channel. Man, it is getting really windy out here today. So good to be back out in the desert. This is my first hike out in the desert since I've been back from Florida. There are no more flowers out here in the desert. They've been all dried up and blown away. I hope everybody enjoyed those Florida videos. 2 weeks of Florida videos up. I actually have more, but I decided, you know what, 2 weeks is good enough. The rest of the videos I have in Florida are pretty much just us swimming, at the hotel and stuff like that. Personal family stuff that I'm not going to put up on YouTube. But back to hiking. It is 100 degrees at 8 o'clock in the morning. And look at this. There is no, well, take that back. There's hardly any clouds. There's a couple of scragglers there. But that's about it. There are no flowers anymore in the desert, though. Man, it's so freaking hot. Feels kind of weird to be having a camera in my hand. I got this freaking white albino lizard. It ran right out in front of me across the trail. He's right there. He's so fast. I'm not going to be able to zoom him. He's too fast. He's pretty long, about 8 inches long. I thought it was a snake. I have not picked up my camera or done any filming with my camera since I've been back from Florida. It's been, what, 2.5 weeks now? So, I'm going to get used to making videos again. Let's go look at that cactus over there. My wife is worried because she watches the news, I don't, and she's like, be careful because there's been a lot of rattlesnake bites from people going out in the desert. Some guy got his dog bit by a rattlesnake. Look at this thing. I sure did miss the desert when I was in Florida. I can't believe that I lived in Florida for 25 years. The last time we were in Florida, it was back in 2012. December 2012 was the last time we were there. We went there on Christmas vacation. And since 2012, it has changed so much that the weather is different. Places that we used to hang out and stuff to do, there's different. Friends of mine are old. You know, they're old, their kids are growing up, their kids got kids. It's a whole different world, and I don't know how I lived there for such a long time because the humidity kicked my butt, man. Check this out, though. Here's what's going to happen. Oh, look, there's some kind of animal dug that out. It's sleeping there. Here's what's going on in the desert now. The fruit is growing in. So, I don't know, maybe a month or so, maybe they'll start blooming. They'll start turning a dark purple, and you can actually eat it. It's already happening on the saguaro cactuses. Now, I have been still going out walking every day. I just haven't gone out into the desert here. I've been taking my dog Jerry Lee to the park every single day. And the reason I'm doing that is because, well, here's a saguaro cactus over here. It's got some fruit on. Let's go walk over there. The reason I've been doing that is because I just needed a break from being out in the desert. I walked every day when we were in Florida, not only doing all the tourist stuff, but every morning I would get up and go walk around the neighborhood. 20-25 minute walk. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've been making small videos on Instagram with my phone. But that's about it. Pictures. The saguaro cactus fruit looks kind of like the prickly pear cactus, except I think this is blooming faster and the birds love to eat it. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I've been showing some videos, small clips of saguaro cactus fruit. And here's one that fell right down into the ground here. Let me make sure there's no snakes in here. Right there. That is a saguaro cactus fruit. You see the color it is? The prairie dogs when they fall on the ground like this, the prairie dogs will just go to town on that thing, man. But the birds eat this like crazy. And I've never eaten the saguaro cactus fruit, but I have eaten the prickly pear cactus fruit. So peaceful out here. This is what I loved about Arizona, is the mountains. I missed the mountains when I was in Florida. My wife's all paranoid, like I said, about rattlesnakes. I'm not scared of snakes. I've been dealing with snakes my whole life, catching them and stuff like that. But let me get some walking in, and then I'll be right back. This baby saguaro hidden right in the side of a prickly pear cactus. That thing's about 4 inches tall, but he's being cradled right in this prickly pear cactus. Is like, that's an arm, and that's an arm is like hugging it, giving it shade. Oh, look at this! I didn't even notice this. Look at the fruit on this prickly pear. I was so involved in that saguaro that I didn't even notice that these are changing colors. These will get much darker. You can eat these, but you just have to make sure you cut off the outer skin. And it's pretty sweet. My mom used to pick those when we were kids and make jelly, and that's what we would put on our peanut butter and jelly. It's an acquired taste. One thing about hiking in the desert when it's really hot like this, you really don't have to worry about the wildlife, because it is too hot for them to come out and bother you. Snakes too. Snakes will be hiding. That's why I told my wife, stop watching the news, because they get you all freaked out for nothing. There's people that were, the guy that got his dog bit by a rattlesnake, he was on a trail, but he was hiking in the evening, about 6 o'clock in the evening. It doesn't get dark around here until about 8:15, 8:30. And that's when the wildlife comes out, because the sun starts setting, it gets cooler, so they come out, the predators are out looking for, food. And you don't bring your dog out on trails like this. You just don't do it, man, especially out here in the country, because the dogs are going to get bit. That's why I never bring my dog, Josie or Jerry, out here, because I don't want they'd step on some cactus or something on the ground from one of these cholla cactus, because they're always scattered all over the trails all the time. Or you can get bit by a snake. I want to talk about water. Oops, just dropped water. It's been about 2.5 weeks I've been drinking distilled water. And as you can see, I only drank half of this since this morning I got up. And you're probably going to think, wow, what's the big deal about distilled water? The big deal is I've never heard about drinking distilled water before. And in the 2.5 weeks that I've been drinking it, I've been learning so much about distilled water. It's the most purest, cleanest water you can drink. Now, I'm going to have to figure out how to start distilling my own, because even though this is distilled water and it's in a plastic bottle, the plastic is still bad. You want to either drink out of glass or stainless steel or copper, especially if you care about what you put in your body. You are what you eat, and you are what you drink. Now, how I discovered distilled water and how I discovered everything else that I talk about, or I learn or research about it, which I do a lot. I research a lot, I read a lot. I do a lot of research about anything and everything. This is what I'm talking about on the ground. Your dogs could step on that. Is I had a video come across my YouTube page, things that may be interested in watching, and I'm always trying to find the best water to drink, because I do a lot of hiking and you have to stay hydrated. So, let me tell you what I learned here. I learned there's big differences in water. Look, there's a bird up there eating the saguaro cactus fruit. Looks like a dove, but it's so far away I can't tell. The sun's shining right in my face, but it does look like a dove. Now, I have talked about this in a hangout not too long ago, and people jumping on me saying, "Oh, when you distill your water, you take all the minerals and vitamins and stuff out of your water. Yeah, it takes everything out. It purifies the water. There is no chlorine, there's no fluoride, there's no minerals that chemistry puts in there that your body cannot digest. Gets in your blood and your cells and stuff like that. You know, it takes all that crap out. But I'm not worrying about the minerals and stuff because I have my own minerals that I put in my waters, in my drinks when I'm drinking it. I put my own natural minerals in. I do miss hiking out here in the desert, seeing all these cactuses and stuff. So anyways, I'll put a link to that video, and I'm telling you, you watch this video, watch it from the very beginning to the very end because it's a pretty long video. You'll never look at water the same, ever. It will open your eyes, it might even scare you, but you know, that's what my channel is about. It's about bringing out the truth of everything. Very, very important. If you're trying to get back into your health, get yourself healthy, or you're a health conscious person, very important to watch this video. Like I said, I'll put a link down in the description box below. Look at that swirl. And I'll put a picture up here of the minerals that I buy and put in my water. Well, it's been a long time since I've been out on this trail. I forgot how far it is I have to walk before I hit another trail and it turns around and brings me back to my car. Man, I really do enjoy being out here in the desert hikes, hearing all the wildlife, the birds chirping, the woodpeckers, the wind. The heat is so hot today though. The reason why I took such a long break of hiking in the desert is I just needed a change of scenery. Yeah, because you know, I hike so many different trails, but I hike them so many times it gets monotonous. Whew, it's hot. Now let me talk about the distilled water even more. I have noticed in the 2.5 weeks that the reason I drink buy drinks is because I was so sick and tired of drinking water. Because water just doesn't have any flavor in it. I mean, I've tried drinking sparkling water, pH water, alkaline water. pH water just makes me sick. I had my whole family on pH water. I mean, if you go back and watch some of my older YouTube videos, I've been walking since 2012, so I've been drinking all kinds of stuff to find out, you know, what will quench my thirst and what will, you know, get me off of water. And I've tried every single water out there: spring water, pH water, alkaline water, real water. I'll just spritzer water. I just don't like it. And I just decided to pick Nestle water because took a family vote, and we all liked that one out of all the waters that I've been making the family drink. So anyways, I started drinking Bai because I had to get away from drinking water because I was drinking 6 to 7 bottles of water a day, and I couldn't quench my thirst. No matter how much water I drank, I just couldn't quench my thirst. And about a week and a half ago, my son came up to me and says, "Dad, how come I'm so thirsty? I just keep drinking water. I can't quench my thirst." So I got him on the distilled water too, and he does not drink that much water. And that's what I'm talking about. The distilled water it's such a pure, clean water that your body absorbs the water faster and more. Right? Our body's pretty much water, right? So our body needs water. And here's a couple of things that I've noticed. I don't drink as much water because I'm drinking distilled water. And my son, he used to drink, he'd go in his room and he'd have 5 or 6 bottled waters that are like, you know, 3/4 empty, some empty, just laying on the floor and stuff like that. But now, I give him 1 bottle of distilled water, and that's all he drinks. He's not thirsty anymore, and I'm not thirsty. And I used to keep a bottle of water next to my bed because I'd get up during the night, my mouth would be so dry, I'd have to drink water, and it still wouldn't quench my thirst. So since I've been drinking the distilled water, and since my son's been drinking it, he drinks about 1 bottle a day now. And me, I drink about 2 bottles. of distilled water. You know, I buy it by the gallon. It's cheaper than buying it by the case, the bottled water like this by the case. Even out here hiking in this 100-degree heat, I'm not thirsty. As you can see, that's how much water I still have. Your body absorbs the water faster and stores it. Your body holds water, especially women. Women will hold water in their hips and their butt. So, but this distilled water, your body's absorbing it, and your organs and everything in your body is using it. Because it's clean, it's pure, there's nothing in it. I just have to find some way to distill my water and store it in glass or stainless steel or copper. And get away from plastic. It's plastic, everything's plastic, and plastic is bad for you. But until then, that's what I got to do. Although I'm not drinking the fluoride and chemicals that they put in water. And like I said, you watch this video, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. And when I drink, I'll drink about a mouthful of this distilled water before I go to bed, and I will sleep through the whole night. I will not get up and be thirsty. I will not wake up in the morning with a dry mouth either. Because, like I said, you watch this video that I put the link below, you will understand, or at least I understand now, that why my mouth was so dry, because of the crap that they put in water. I do not have a dry mouth anymore. Even now when I'm hiking, my mouth is moist inside. It's not all dried out and the lips are dried and everything like that. And it makes a lot of sense, you know, now that I've educated myself on water, why distilled water is so much better for you to drink than any other kind of water. You know, and I've talked about this before, and I've had people commenting about distilled water to me because they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Imagine that somebody told you they drink spring water. Okay, now imagine this. You're drinking what you think is crystal clear spring water. Yeah, they might go to the mountain. They might find a river, a stream coming down. They might tap into that stream, take all that water out, and they take it to their plant where they process that water. Once they process it, it is no longer spring water. You wouldn't want to drink that spring water that comes down from the mountain anyways, because you drink it and you're going to end up getting diarrhea because of all the bacteria and feces that's in that water. Now, you hear the term spring water, all natural spring water, you think, wow, you're thinking crystal clear, beautiful tasting water. But you got to imagine what's in that water that comes down from the mountain. All the dirt, all the animals that walked in it, peed in it, pooped in it, the fish poop, you know, turtle poop. All that stuff is in the natural spring water, right? That you, in your mind, are thinking, oh, it's spring water, it's natural, and it's good for you. No, it's got all that bacteria and stuff that, if you ever go camping, hiking, and you get down on the ground, kneel down, and you drink water straight from the river or the spring, yeah, you get diarrhea the next 2 days, right? So how good is that for you to drink, really? You want to dehydrate yourself? No, so even companies, when they go to the mountain to get the spring water, they take it back to the processing plant, they process it, they put fluoride in it, they put the chlorine in to kill the bacteria, the crystals, the minerals that they put in, and the minerals that they put in water are actually crystals that your body can't break down. You want your water as fresh and as pure as it can possibly be, because our bodies are natural. Our bodies aren't designed to process anything that's processed. It's just we're so been brainwashed in our whole life. Oh, we got a beautiful freaking hawk. You know, we think if it says diet, it's good for us. We think if it says fat-free, it's good for us. Our body needs fat. And if anything says diet, it's worse than if you just drank the regular drink or ate the regular food instead of eating diet. He's beautiful. I don't know if I got him on camera, but he's awesome. I love birds, especially when we went to Florida and we saw the birds and, you know, the zoos and stuff like that. It's awesome sauce. Anyways, don't take my word for it. Whatever I talk about on my channel is because of stuff that I'm testing and experimenting on me. Once I see how good it works or how it doesn't work, I don't use it. If it works good, I use it, and then I have my family on it. Now, my wife and my son, my daughter, we all drink distilled water. We all like it, and we all agree that it tastes much better. I think it'll taste even better once I start distilling it myself, because I've been researching distilled machineries, and you do it in stainless steel, and you have to put it in glass, not plastic. You want to avoid plastic as much as possible. Even though everything we eat, drink, stores in plastic, and it's all part of the design to make us sick, right? We all been brainwashed. I do not drink as much Bai anymore either since I've been drinking distilled water, because like I said, it quenches my thirst. I'd go 6-7 bottles a day, 3 or 4 Bais a day, and still not be quenched my thirst. But now, yeah, I'm drinking distilled water. It's cut back on money that I'm spending on water, and it's cut back money I'm spending on Bai. Because the reason, like I said, the reason I'm drinking Bai was to get away from drinking boring, nasty tasting water. You know, I still love Bai. I just don't drink anything as much anymore. But, you know, like I said, don't just believe me. Go out and research this stuff yourself. I do not have dry mouth. I'm walking out here. It's 102 degrees right now. I have no need to drink any water. I do sweat, but I'm not sweating as crazy as I usually do. I don't know why that is, but... Oh, and I'm losing weight. Yeah, that's weird, right? Drinking the distilled water, I have noticed that I've lost about 8 pounds already. So... maybe it has something to do with distilled water, or maybe it does. I have no idea. I haven't changed anything the way I eat. I'm still walking every day just like usual. The only difference is now I have to wear a belt. My pants fall down. But like I said, go down and research this video. Don't just watch a little bit of it. Watch the whole thing from beginning to end. If you really want to educate yourself, you want to gain knowledge, go there and then stop watching them cat videos for one day and go there and watch that water. It'll blow your mind. Here's another bird. They're just going to town on that friggin' saguaro fruit. I love seeing the wildlife. Anyways, it's like I said, this is my first day back hiking in the desert. It felt really weird not having a camera with me once I was out doing family stuff or walking in the park or the malls or anything like that. But I'm back to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the Florida videos. Back to the hiking in the desert and whatever else I decide to do in my daily life. If you like these kind of videos, remember, smash that like button, hit that subscribe. It don't cost you anything, it's free. And like I always say, be kind to people, treat people the way you want to be treated. Thanks for taking the time to watch my videos.